Hello, Dick Van Dyke Show friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is KJ Ricardo, and today's episode is a production spotlight on the casting of Sally Rogers. After Dick Van Dyke was cast as Rob Hetry, Carl Reiner and Sheldon Leonard had a very difficult task of casting the supporting ensemble members. Sheldon Leonard learned from his experience working on the Andy Griffith Show that it's important to surround your lead with a rich, amusing, and supporting cast. But the very first role cast after Dick Van Dyke was the easiest one. Sheldon Leonard said there's only one person to play Sally Rogers, and that's Rose Marie. Rose Marie had been in show business practically her whole life, making her very first professional debut as baby Rose Marie when she was just 3 years old. As a child star, Rose performed on stage, screen, and radio until the early 1940s when she became Rose Marie and flowered into one of America's best-known radio and nightclub entertainers. By the late 1950s, television discovered Rose Marie, and she found herself right at home in variety shows and situation comedies. Rose was guest starring on all kinds of shows, including The Jackie Gleason Show, M Squad, Gunsmoke, My Sister Eileen, and so many others. When Sheldon Leonard called her for an audition, Rose responded, "Sheldon, what took you so long?" Sheldon and Rose had known each other for many years, dating all the way back to when Rose played Sheldon's sister on the radio show The Phil Harris Show. Sheldon was one of her most loyal and supportive fans. Whenever she performed in a nightclub in Los Angeles or in Las Vegas, Sheldon was there to support her. Rose was surprised Sheldon hadn't asked her to appear on the Danny Thomas Show. When she received the phone call in December 1960, she asked if she was finally going to be on Danny's show. Instead, she was told it was about the Dick Van Dyke Show. Rose asked, "What's a Dick Van Dyke?" As soon as Carl Reiner met Rose, he knew she was Sally Rogers. She personified every quality Sally has on the show, a brash, funny lady who sings and tells jokes. They were so convinced Rose was perfect for the role that she didn't even have to audition with a script. Instead, they simply had a conversation with Rose about the show and the character of Sally Rogers. When Rose found out that she would be playing a TV comedy writer, she said, "Oh my God, you're going to let the public know that comics aren't so funny on their own, that they have writers." She was completely amazed, and she fell in love with the show. Rose was offered a salary of $1,000 per episode, and she accepted the job on the spot. She said, "I thought I made the greatest deal in the world because they gave me everything I wanted." In a way, she was definitely right. The Dick Van Dyke Show was a highlight of Rose Marie's career. The show wouldn't have been the same without her in so many ways. Rose Marie was Sally Rogers. No one else could have played her except Rose Marie. But Rose Marie also contributed something else to the show that we can't ignore. She cast Maury Amsterdam as her comedy partner, Betty Sorrell. She selected Maury, she suggested him, and we'll get into that more in my next production spotlight on the casting of Betty Sorrell, so you can stay tuned for that. And that's it. That's all I have for you for this video discussing how Sally Rogers was cast, how Rose Marie got the part. She was destined to be Sally Rogers, and I'm really glad that Sheldon Leonard knew Rose Marie so well. He was so confident that she was perfect for the role. Rose Marie was Sally Rogers in every way. Sally is one of my favorite characters for many reasons, but it's because Rose Marie portrayed her in such a relatable way. I think everyone can relate to Sally Rogers in some way. And that's just what is so perfect about Rose Marie. Let me know what you enjoyed best about this video. What did you learn about the casting of Rose Marie as Sally Rogers? I can't imagine anyone else playing Sally except for Rose Marie. She was just destined to be Sally. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with another video. And remember to always laugh often.